I already made this damn video once, and then I tried uploading it to YouTube, and I don't know what the hell happened, but it went retarded. So now I have to do it again, and it's annoying. So, I posted, and then Don posted, some retard asking, saying he wants to study martial arts, but is that cultural appropriation? Can he do it being a white person? Because he doesn't want to offend anyone. So, fuck you, don't train. If you ask that question, you're a retard. Uh, you know, it's probably, if you get into a fight, you'll probably just, like, let them kill you because, you're probably being mugged in a high crime area, and, you don't want to, you would allow that to happen to yourself because of your own gentrification or something, or you would let a Muslim terrorist kill you because it's their culture and you understand it. You can't blame them for it. So this guy, obviously, if he's so concerned about the fact that he bows or uses a Japanese word or dresses in clothing which isn't actually really even that old. He's appropriating their culture. You're not. The only people who are appropriating culture are people like Chris Jacobson, making up a Japanese teacher and claiming a Japanese system without actually training. That's theft. If you don't have the actual training, you are a thief. You're stealing something that was never given to you. Just like Bryce Dallas posing with the guy from the amusement park saying that's his teacher. Just like Frankie claiming Tanaka. Just like any of the frauds out there. Ron Duncan. Greg Park. Is Greg Park technically? He's stealing Japanese culture and claiming it's Korean. But, yeah, that's a tough one, because it is Korean culture to steal other cultures and say it's Korean culture. So is it actual cultural appropriation, or is it Korean culture? Very strange. And Kim Jong-il invented the hamburger. So, there you go. So anyway, fuck this guy. And, yes, no, don't train in martial arts because you're a retard. The only cultural appropriation is what I named. And the other thing I don't like is Kalinga tattoos, but is that technically cultural appropriation? Or is it stolen valor? Two different things. If you get a Kalinga tattoo, that doesn't mean anything. You're fine. But if you get a Kalinga tattoo, that doesn't mean anything. You didn't get a Kalinga tattoo. So there you go. And then secondly, the part of my video was the assholes, because Street Fighter came out, and a lot of the damn kids who are into stuff nowadays is because of Street Fighter, playing Street Fighter in the, or I wouldn't say nowadays, back in days of yore, playing Street Fighter. We got a lot of people into karate and all that stuff. And he goes on because he was talking about Evil Ryu and Violent Ken, and how it's racist that it's a big racist American thing. That's what I'll get to in a second. That Violent Ken and Evil Ryu are darker skinned, and thus evil, even though the actual name of Evil Ryu is Satsui no Hado ni Mesmeta Ryu, which means Ryu who has been awakened by the surge of killing intent, killing energy, whatever you want to say, like that. So here's the kanji for it. And then the Ken character is Senosareta, which means brainwashed Ken. So this guy's going off about that. He claims that they gave Senosareta Ken an afro, but no, you saw the picture. It's Goku hair. It's anime hair. It's Goku going Super Saiyan. You're not saying Goku is racist for having that hair, so fuck you to that. And then he goes on to say other bullshit. about in Legend of Zelda, Ganon is black. No, he has fucking blue skin. And there's another thing where it talks about how racist Street Fighter is in general, with Dalsim being a character of Indians, a caricature, did I say? E Honda being racist. Um, so you're aware that it's a port. It wasn't made in America. It's a Japanese game. It came to America and became popular. So your attacks on Americans for being racist is actually an attack on Japanese people for being racist against themselves? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, seriously. How fucking stupid are you? Uh, like, and they also said the whole thing with Ken is I forget what the hell, they have some kind of fancy word for it now because they use it for Iron Fist, they use it for Doctor Strange, they use it for anything where a white person learns an art that's from another, like an Asian country or whatever. So, but if you actually know Ken, people obviously in bullshit martial arts, if you're old enough, you know Ken is this guy. Right down to the fucking blonde hair. Well, actually, in the video game, Ken has black hair and dyes it blonde. Just like this guy, who he's based on, has dark hair and then later dyed it blonde. So, here we go. We'll just do this. So there you go. Ken is based on real life person Joe Louis, who actually went to Japan and studied Shorin-ryu and won lots of tournaments, and he wore the red karate dogi that Ken wears, and that's the basis of it. Just like Balrog is based on Mike Tyson, you know, that's how it is. Someone said that Ryu is based on Masayama, but that doesn't even make any sense. And the original story behind Street Fighter is that they studied Shotokan, so that also doesn't make any sense. Even though they changed it to Ansatsuken. So, but it was originally Shotokan. That was the whole basis. That was the whole thing. And that's how that was. But yeah, claiming that this is a whole he's fucking not the main character anyway. The main character is Ryu. It's always been Ryu. I don't believe people who say that they're deuterogenist. They're both not equal. Ryu is the main character. Ryu is Street Fighter. That's who you play with. Unless you're like some kind of dumbass. I know a lot of people in the group posted that they play with other characters. When I posted the other bullshit article about, well, actually that was satire anyway though, about how if you're playing for Guile, you support American imperialism. But no one plays as Guile. So anyway, they go on to talk about the stereotypes in Punch-Out. Again, it's a fucking Japanese game. It's not an American game. And the majority of the characters are white. What? It's hard to say. They talk about Von Kaiser. Talk about King Hippo. They say he's Polynesian, so that's why he's fat. Piston Honda. And they don't talk about Soda Popinski, which is hilarious because in the original Japanese, his name is Vodka Drunkinski, which is so fucking perfect. If you're going to talk about a stereotype, that's what you talk about. And this fucking guy doesn't even know it because he's focused on American shit because he doesn't understand like the original Japanese. Anyway, and then he goes on to say, and then the weird thing about the swastika-shaped dungeon in Legend of Zelda. Fuck you. You don't understand the culture. It's not a swastika. It's a manji. And seriously, if you don't know like that, even that much about Japanese culture, don't fucking write about video games because it's not part of your, you're obviously not in the right world because everything comes from Japan and it comes to America. And if you can't understand that, then fuck you. You're a fucking idiot. I don't even play video games. I haven't played video games since like PlayStation 1 came out, and what was that, over 20 years ago? I don't even know. So, but I have to deal with this kind of stupid bullshit of people claiming everything's racist and everything is, everything from Japan can't belong to anyone in America. And really, when you actually look at the Japanese people who are dealing with it, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't think Americans are stealing their culture. The only ones who actually give a shit and say anything bad about America are the, Chinese that are paid to protest in Okinawa. Everything else is just, Japan loves us, we love Japan, so fuck anyone else. The end.